Okay, part 6. So I think this was the third psychiatrist that Michael had seen, which was pretty good, really. I thought it was good that Michael got to see different psychiatrists, because they all just had their different ways of doing things. Well, anyway, this guy, when he read Michael's history and asked him how he was feeling and what was going on, and Michael just more or less said to him, I don't think this medication's working. I still have voices. I still get really uptight about people coming to get me, people coming to kill me and kill the family and all that sort of stuff. Not all the time, but just, some days he's okay, other days he's really down. So this guy said, well, there's another medication we can try, but it has, all the medications have side effects, but this medication can affect your white blood cells. But we test for it. You have to have, if you'd like to try this medication, you have to have a blood test every week. And the medication that they put him on was colostopine. It's a known psychotic drug, I suppose. So anyway, we thought about it, and they give us all the literature on it, and I read it up, and I read about people who have taken colostopine, and at one stage we thought, the risk is pretty high for this blood disorder. But knowing the way Michael was and his episodes, his psychotic episodes, and just the worry you see in his face, the hurt, I said to his mum, well, we've tried most of the other stuff. Let's give it a go, see what happens. If his blood count does go down, they'll stop the medication anyway and wanted to try something else. So we decided to try it. Well, Michael's been on that medication now for coming up to 4 months, I think, and it's basically improved his whole demeanour. He's not dopey. He's not psychotic. He still has a few voices and thinking that they're come to get him, but not for so long and not so severe. They've upped his medication. They started him off, I think, on, I can't remember now, probably 150 or something like that, and they've stepped that up. And he's up to 500 milligrams a day now. But he's feeling really good, a lot brighter, heaps brighter than what he was. And he's coming along pretty well. So let's hope it just continues to get better and better for him. And like I say, I've known or heard of a lot of young people that have taken their own lives. And a lot of that is probably because outside of the hospitals, the mental wards, they don't really have any support. They're released, and quite a number of them ended up committing suicide. Oh, one thing I forgot to say before we decided on the colostopine. one day, just out of the blue, and this is the main reason we said, yeah, we'll try coloscopy. Some of the rooms I've got in my workshop are upstairs at the back of the workshop, and Michael usually goes up there and watches television, Foxtel or whatever it is, and he'd go down and have a cigarette every now and again, and just let him go down. Wasn't terribly worried about it. But this particular night, particular day it was, I can't remember what day it was, but anyway, he went down and he didn't come back for a while, and all of a sudden I heard this big crash. I thought, what the hell was that? I go down, I couldn't see him anywhere. Then I saw the dogs come down from the back of the workshop, so I went down and had a look, and here he is. He had tried to hang himself. I got the shock of my life. He still had the strap round his neck. The strap had actually broken. And he's on the floor and just letting air out to it. So I managed to pick him up and just said, "Yeah, Mike, oh man, no way in the world. If I hadn't have been there, well, who knows." That's when I rang the A ward. They said, "Well, not A ward, the one, the mental health, bring him straight in." And that's when the guy suggested maybe we should put him on coloscopy. And like I said, since then he's been quite happy. Every now and again he hears the voices, but not as strong. And the other day actually we went to see the psychiatrist and he asked him, and he said, what do you do about that, Mike? And he said, "Oh, I just tell them that no, they're not real and go away." And he said, "Oh, yeah, well, that's good." So that's basically my experience over the past 8 years of having to deal with my son. But I think, like I mentioned about before, a lot of people get released out of the mental institutions, but don't really have a great deal of support. I think the only reason that Michael survived as long as he has is because he has myself and his mum, and he's with us 24/7. I mean, because a lot of people, you think, well, just like I mentioned, I thought Michael was as good as God, and just out of the blue goes down and tries to hang himself. So you really can't let these people out of your sight for ages until you can actually maybe sense that everything's okay, or who knows. But all you can do is, as parents, is just love your children and try and support them as much as you can. I mean, like I mentioned, I could have thrown him away years ago and just written him off, but he would have been dead years ago. We all love our children. Try and do the best we can by them. I hope you enjoyed these few videos. Just, a father's experience on trying to do the best he can for a son that is diagnosed with schizophrenia. So maybe down the track I might put up a few more. We'll see how we go. Alright, thanks for watching, people. I hope you enjoyed and got some insight into what it's like to be a parent with someone that has schizophrenia. Catch you.